At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
At Room to Room, did you know our specialty is custom ordered upholstery? Get the furniture you want and the fabric and color selection you want. With our free design service, we won't let you make a mistake.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, as always, to you. Thank you for tuning in here to Mississippi Live Weather on your Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Maggie McCauley. Hope you have your cup of coffee and you are ready to go out the door this morning. We have a cold start to your work week, but things are going to be changing pretty quickly here in the weather department, so we have a lot to get into. Here's a few things you need to know to get you out the door this morning. Number one, again, is just the cold conditions. Now, it's not too chilly out the door, but things aren't going to warm up too much today ahead. So that's why I say pretty chilly day out there for the most part. But here's the thing, again, doesn't stick around too long. We're looking at roller coaster temperatures. A warm up is going to be happening by midweek. So by Wednesday, we're looking at warmer conditions back in your forecast. And then here comes another cold blast of air returning by your weekend. So again, temperature is going to be looking like this over your week ahead. You're going to want to stick in with the forecast to know just how you need to dress out the door this week, just because things are going to be changing so quickly. Temperatures right now in the 40s for the most part. We're seeing a lot of clouds still sticking around, keeping temperatures a little bit cooler. 44 in Houston, 42 in Bruce, 30 up in Lafayette County, so a little bit cooler the further north as you get. 39 in Alcorn County, 37 in South Haven, that's over in DeSoto County, 42 in Greenwood, and again, the 40s do return the further south and east that you go. Even into the middle 40s, going from the Golden Triangle region and south of that. Here's the good news. We saw a little bit of rain yesterday with a front that moved through. That's out of our area. So as you're waking up this morning, here's a look on Mississippi Live radar, not tracking anything. So you're good to go out the door, not tracking any rainfall. Now, maybe a little bit of wet roadways, but no rainfall ongoing. We are, though, tracking a lot of clouds. Take a look at this. Current satellite and radar, seeing some clouds, a lot of clouds here in North Mississippi. That rain again has shifted off to the east, and we're just going to be mainly dealing with clouds throughout your day ahead. That's going to be the main stories, just how chilly it is and then how cloudy it is as well. Take a look outside. You can see it in these cameras. Good to go again on the roadways over at Blue Springs. Taking a look at 22 in just about all directions over there in Blue Springs. Temperatures in the 40s there. And you can see, though, all the clouds in the distance. Lots of clouds to start off your Monday morning. Kind of on a dreary note. Also keeping things a little bit darker at this hour. As I'm looking at 6:32 this morning, just turned 6:33, and you can see just it looks a little darker out there due to all those clouds and the sun just starting to rise. Temperatures in the 40s in Columbus over there near the Golden Triangle region. First 12 hours ahead, this is why I say it's going to be starting off a little bit or ending a little bit cooler as well. Temperatures, some of us in the 30s right now, a lot of us in the 40s, but take a look at this. We only get into the 40s today. So temperature's not climbing too much. What you're stepping out the door in isn't going to be too far from what is going to be happening this afternoon. That's why I say it's going to be a pretty cool day ahead as things just do not warm up. Lots of clouds stick in the forecast for a majority of your day. Temperatures return to the 30s by your 7 o'clock hour. Here's the reason. Here's the overall temperature setup today. We saw a dip in the jet stream. What that does is it drives that cooler, colder air further south into North Mississippi. So below normal temperatures, again, remains close to us due to that dip overall in that polar jet stream. Not only for us here in North Mississippi, but for a good portion of the eastern United States. Now, western United States, a little bit different, but here in the southeast, those cool conditions sticking around for your day ahead. As we head hour by hour, we could see, yes, a few breaks in the clouds today, but more likely as we head into your Tuesday with a little bit of sunshine happening. Going into Wednesday, we're going to be watching another cold front come in. Here's the thing, still warm though out there for Wednesday. We will see that dip in temperatures as we head later on in the work week, but going now all the way through your Wednesday afternoon, warm conditions are going to be the story. So brief warm up ahead. I say brief because it's going to be chilly today. We'll build our temperatures over your next 2 days before we're going to be talking about a cool down already once again. So again, roller coaster temperatures. We'll talk about just how warm and cold things get over your next week ahead coming up next. So you're going to want to stick around with that. We'll talk about just how warm things get and then just how cold things get yet again going into this upcoming weekend. So stick with us. Those details coming up right after this.
Give the gift of a delicious burger from Bulldog Burger, a soup and sandwich from Sweet Pepper's Deli, appetizers and cocktails from The Grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
Can I ask a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog, but she's little.
Do you have any unlocked guns around the house?
We do have a gun, but it's stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah, of course.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome back into the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Thanks as always for starting off your morning and your work week here with Mississippi Live Weather. I'm not tracking any rain out the door this morning for you, so that's some good news. I know we saw a little bit of light rain to sprinkles to maybe a little bit of moderate rain, depending on where you were yesterday. This morning, though, not the same story. As you can see here, we're looking at dry conditions across the board. However, it is still cloudy out there. Lots of clouds. Take a look at this over in Aberdeen, looking at a lot of clouds out there. Also with the sunrise getting later and later, it's also keeping things kind of dark out there as you're headed out this morning. Temperatures in the 40s over there in Aberdeen, middle 40s. Feels like temperatures still in the 30s. Same story over in Winona. Just a whole lot of clouds out there today. Not great conditions that you just want to be out and about in for your Monday morning. Maybe a little bit harder to get up today due to all of those clouds sticking in the forecast. Temperatures again in the 40s over in Winona as well. As for airport delays, know anybody that's coming in or out of the area? Maybe they had some later weekend plans. Not tracking any delays in all of our region-wide airports. So that's some good news all the way from Oklahoma, Dallas-Fort Worth, here in Memphis, closer to home, down to Jackson, all the way back into Atlanta, not tracking any moderate or major delays in all of our region-wide airports. So that's some good news. Again, if you know anybody hitting the airways this morning, sticking here in North Mississippi, hitting the roadways, maybe you're taking the kids off to school this morning, they're going to need the coat. Temperatures in the 40s. So just because a lot of us aren't starting off in the 40s, I still want to emphasize that it's going to be a pretty cool day ahead because we're only going to be ending in the 40s. Yeah, about a 10% chance of rain. I think all of us start off mainly dry out there today like we are right now. But again, temperatures this afternoon only going to be in the 40s across the board. Take a look at this. And some of us even sticking in the low 40s. If you're further into northwest Mississippi from really South Haven, Senatobia into Marshall County, only in the low 40s today. Getting a little bit closer into northeast Mississippi, upper to middle 40s, 46 in Tupelo. Into the upper 40s as you go Starkville and south, Macon as well, Louisville, 48. So, but all of us in the 40s. And I just want to emphasize that's pretty cold out here. That's below average for this time of year. So temperatures not changing too much for your day ahead. Can't rule out a stray shower this morning, mainly south of 82, but I think the majority of us are just dealing with a whole lot of clouds for your day ahead. Again, making temperatures not be able to move too much. No sunshine to help aid in some warm-ups today. Going into your evening, we will see a little bit of break in the clouds as we head into your Tuesday morning. So going into Tuesday, still starting off with a lot of clouds, but a few breaks in those. And that will happen more and more as we head throughout your day on Tuesday. So finally seeing some more sunshine return as we head into the back half of Tuesday. So that's some good news out there, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see a very chilly start out there for Tuesday. We'll talk temperatures, start temperatures in just a minute. I want to show you high high temperatures first. This is the main story over your next 7 days. It's not a rain chance. It's the overall temperatures that are going to be fluctuating so much. So take a look at this. As we head over your next few days, temperature is going to be warming up. We'll be in the 50s by Tuesday. I think a lot of us could be near 60 by Wednesday. Now, further south that you are, probably in the low 60s, like places in the Delta, south of 82. Wouldn't be surprised if you get well into the 60s out there on your Wednesday. So warm up by midweek. And then things do start to change. We see that front push through, temperatures back in the middle 50s for Thursday and Friday. Another front comes in and drops us to the 40s. The 40s this weekend. So if you got any plans this weekend, maybe you're trying to get out and about, parades, maybe you're taking the kids to go see Santa or anything like that, it is going to be a cold weekend out there with high temperatures in the 40s. Wouldn't be surprised though if some of us a little bit further up to the north, closer to the Tennessee line, don't get out of the 30s on Saturday and Sunday. So definitely some cold days ahead as we press forward into this upcoming weekend. So just want to give you a look at that again, just kind of a roller coaster of temperatures over your next 7 days. So that's why I say you got to pay attention to what day it is. You got to pay attention to the overall forecast to know how you need to dress to get out the door because it's different day to day. Here's looking at your temperature outlook again. That just further really shows what I was saying. Temperature outlook as we head further on into December the 14th to the 18th, showing that cold air really pressing in as we head into that upcoming weekend forecast. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Let's talk about overnight lows because temperatures going to be getting into the 20s, 30s. I'm thinking low 30s, upper 20s out there for tomorrow morning. So definitely chilly as you're stepping out the door on your Tuesday. Definitely going to want the coat even though temperatures get warmer in the afternoon. It's a colder start to the day. Going into Wednesday and Thursday, yes, things do warm up, especially for Wednesday. Temperatures near 60 degrees. We go back into the 50s Thursday into Friday. And then we really drop in temperatures Saturday into Sunday. One thing you don't see here is any rain chances. Now, here's the thing. Our 7-day forecast, we do not include a 10% chance or less. So we do have a few days where we are seeing a 10% chance of rain. Thursday, Friday, all the way into the weekend, keeping about a 10% chance of rain in there for a stray shower. So that's just something of note. And then as we head into your upcoming work week, so I'm talking Monday and Tuesday, a week from now, 7 to 8 days from now, we're tracking a little bit better chances of rainfall out there. So that's just something to keep in mind. Again, with these roller coaster temperatures, you're going to kind of want to keep up with the forecast day to day as things do and will change. We'll be on again to talk more about it coming up at 7 o'clock. So coming up in the next 15 minutes, again, we'll be talking more about this fluctuation in temperatures and everything that's going on out the door right now as well. So make sure to tune in again at 7 and also at 7:30.